Bruno, the Portuguese Magnifico. In my opinion, he is the reason why we won the game. I know Rashford scored the goal. I know Sabitzer got the assist. But I believe that Bruno Fernandes won us the game. Absolutely everywhere on the pitch. He found himself creating, defending, and running the show from deep in midfield. Now, that is a position that we did not think he could play, but he played it excellently. It was a good all-round team performance, and Brentford definitely did not expect us to play as hard as we did. That is the standard that Ten Hag wants the team to be playing at every single game. He said after the game he wants us to be robots, to not make mistakes. The boss made it very clear that we need to win. We need to bounce back. And that we did. We have Everton next. Again, another home game at Old Trafford. And it has become a fortress. We are now really seeing the credit of Ten Hag's work behind the scenes. Whenever we lose, we don't fall into a slump and immediately start wondering what's going to happen. We know that when we lose, when we have a bad performance, we simply step back onto the pitch and we do the business yet again. Time and time again this season we've seen, after a bad result, we bounce back, and we bounce back with a purpose, with a good performance. And that is testament to the mentality of some of our players. Bruno, Martinez, Varane, Rashford, De Gea. These players carry the team. They basically are the heartbeat of the team. And if one of them are not performing, it can be seen as a crumbling cake. We played excellently on the ball. We dominated possession to a certain point where we found ourselves with 73% possession at one stage in the first half. Brentford certainly could not get near us, and even without Casemiro, we were able to spread the ball quite well. Now you can say that Brentford plays this type of tactic, not wanting the ball, but we nullified any counter threat that they wanted to play at us. They wanted to play the long ball to Ivan Toney, and that did not work. Martinez and Varane stuck to their task and ensured that their most strongest threat was nullified. Delo had much to play for and found himself doing well on a night where he was probably seen to have been under pressure considering his poor performance against Newcastle. But he is slowly getting back to the player that we knew that he was earlier on in the season. Let's just take a moment and speak about Lisandro Martinez. What a player. What a bargain. Absolutely immense at the back. Ivan Toney himself couldn't believe the amount of aggression he was facing from Martinez. And Martinez surely had the 4-0 in the back of his mind with this performance. Ivan Toney was simply in his pocket. We can only say thank you to Ten Hag and Ajax for getting us Lisandro Martinez. Forget about the fact that he's a World Cup winner. His performances for us this season have been absolutely immense. And the times that he has set a foot wrong, that he has had a bad performance, it's surely once in a while. The composure with the way we scored our goal was key to take note of. We tried many shots from outside the box, mainly Anthony with his 5 going wide. But perhaps we had a shoot on sight policy that Ten Hag was trying to instill because, as of late, we have not been taking that many shots. But for the goal itself, it came from a corner. Ball comes back out, Anthony receives it on the edge of the box, Sabitzer makes a move, Anthony chips it over the top, and Sabitzer, with great vision, just heads the ball to Rashford to simply side foot into the net at point blank range. From that moment onwards, we seemed to be more in control of the game. And Brentford had no choice but to come out and attack us more. And that fell perfectly into our hands because now we expected them to run more. And that they did. The goal itself was testament to how Ten Hag wants to break down teams that come to Old Trafford or when we play away and sit back. De Gea himself made an excellent save. A save that kept us in the lead and a save that kept us to win the game, to get the 3 points. Whether he remains our number one for next season, that is another story in itself. But right now, De Gea is showing why he is our number one and why he is the club's all-time record clean sheet holder. Sabitzer, once again, an absolutely brilliant performance by Marcel Sabitzer. He played in a more forward role with McTominay playing in between him and Bruno. And his movement off the ball, his little intricate passes, the way he finds himself and defends off the ball as well, was excellent in our midfield performance last night. As I said, Ivan Toney couldn't believe the aggression he got from the Butcher, saying that Saliba was easy, but the Butcher is actually unreal. That is wonderful to hear. And these are the type of players that we need at the club, from the goalkeeper right through until the striker. We are united. Trust me, guys. We are going in the right direction. We are on the right track. And with Ten Hag and with the players that he has acquired, we are definitely going to be competing for the highest honors. It is a slow process, but we will get there. The work is being done behind the scenes. We are improving game upon game. We move forward to Everton. And that game will definitely allow us to once again consolidate our place in the top four, but also allow us to gain more rhythm for our big game against Sevilla, where Casemiro and Eriksen will potentially return. Thanks for watching. If you want more content on Manchester United, like, share and subscribe.